Okay, today we're going to start with section 8.4. We're going to skip ahead a little bit and go straight to some things that have to do with factoring. I think this is going to make it easier on you to master this concept. So remember fractions, and remember fractions in simplest form. Remember that we say 6 over 8 is the same as 3 over 4. What did we do? Well, we had a common factor of 2, so we were able to simplify that. 3/4 is as simple as it gets. If we had 15 over 10, we could reduce that to 3 over 2, and we can't reduce any further. So because we can't reduce any further, then we say it's in simplest form. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to do it with polynomials. Now when we have a fraction that consists of two polynomials, we call that a rational expression. Remember that a rational expression will be a quotient of two polynomials, so they're fractions. And what we find is, just like with simple fractions, that we can do various things. We can simplify, we can multiply and divide, and then we can add and subtract. So many of the same techniques and the same principles that you used when you were first dealing with fractions are now going to be applied to a bigger scale. It's just like when the last chapter we did long division, and we just kind of made that whole process of long division grow up and do with polynomials. So we're going to do the same thing this time with polynomials. So let's look at a couple of examples of rational expressions so we understand exactly what they are. 4x over x squared minus 5. Yes, that is a rational expression because it is a monomial over a binomial. Okay, so we have, remember that a monomial is still considered part of the polynomial family. So that is definitely a rational expression. The square root of 6x over 3x minus 4. No, that is not considered a rational expression because the square root of 6x is not a polynomial, it is not a binomial. You must have whole number exponents. So since the square root of 6x is not a polynomial, then the whole thing is not a rational expression. Now what about 3x to the negative 2 over x plus 4? No, that one is not either. You cannot have negative exponents as part of your polynomial in the top or the bottom. So these are things to be on the lookout for. If you're asked to simplify, or is it in simplest form, if any of these occur, then they're already in simplest form. You can't have radicals and you can't have negative exponents.